Today's show is brought to you by iTex Barter Exchange, where businesses can barter what they have for what they need, all without spending cash, and proudly located right here in Etobicoke, serving thousands of businesses local and across the country. Visit unlimitedbarter.com or check them on Facebook at iTex Barter Canada. Welcome to the Etobicoke Lakeshore Podcast. I like to call it LPOD because when you use an acronym, people feel it's more important. My name is Mike, and there's a publisher right there of the Etobicoke Lakeshore Podcast and press. It is Roger Tumanieri. How you doing, pal?
Great, Mike. Howdy. How are you doing?
Man, you are really laid back you're not even in the truck today.
I'm in a shadow. I'm under
a shade,
some shade cover today because it's so hot.
It is, yeah.
I can see the truck. The truck is within arm's reach, so
that's
it still
good.
Counts as truck casting.
Also, I don't want you to get anxiety because I know a little bit of separation between you and that truck, it goes a long way.
This is true.
Listen, thanks for joining us. If you haven't before, the Etobicoke Lakeshore Podcast, it's free and it's up there for everybody to listen to, anywhere you listen to podcasts. And people should also look for this month's publication of the Etobicoke Lakeshore Press. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. Check it out online. We post it digitally at etobicokelakeshorepress.com. You can also listen to all of our podcast episodes there. But this month, we featured Mark Johnson, the owner of Ed's Real Scoop on the Lakeshore. He's also a Mimico resident. In fact, he lives above the shop. And he's recently reopened the ice cream store as Ontario is now shifting into phase 3. And he talks candidly about what it has been like for him to have had to close the shop, to take clandestine orders at odd hours through the day and night for ice cream takeout.
You make it sound like it was all done under the table.
He had a total ice cream speakeasy going. And now that he's reopened, so what does that look like, and what's it like to sell ice cream in the middle of summer during a pandemic? So that was a great cover story, and he was on the podcast recently, so that's posted now on the website too.
I think we might have convinced him to come up with an L-Pod, a special flavor, L-Pod containing peas and carrots. The kids hate it, but it's good for you.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he'll sell a lot of those, I'm sure.
Now, you are remote today in the studio, social distancing from me, and thank goodness, because as best I can tell, if things went the wrong way, he's got a set of mitts on him that work. A guest has arrived in the studio. Let's talk about today's guest.
Yeah, Marc Foto is here. He's the owner of 9Round Etobicoke. And you don't want to mess with Mark. I've seen him hit the speed bag. You're good keeping 6 feet away from this guy. He's got quick hands.
All right.
Heavy fists, as they say. But Mark is he's a local guy, born and raised in Etobicoke. He's moved out of town and then came back to open a business in his old stomping ground. So 9Round is located right on Lakeshore. And he's recently reopened, and I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about Mark because he's a new business. He's a good guy. And for no fault of his own, obviously through the pandemic has been forced to shut down his business. So to use a boxing pun, he got knocked down, but he's back up again. So Mark, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
You know what, it is true. A lot of businesses, and I can name a bunch of them right now, that were set and ready to go, doing really well for themselves, got hit by the unavoidable pandemic.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, businesses were not able to pivot because their basic business was interaction with people.
That's right, and that's kind of where we were. And we opened up November 9th, and we had a great track record. We were getting 5-6 members a day at one point, and
wow.
we were up to about 160 members. And we got hit with this news in March. I think it was March 16th. We had to close the doors, and unfortunately, it wasn't just us; it was everybody, and we had to make do with what we had. So, I mean, it was disappointing, and it was a tough road to get back here. So, we're glad to be back open. That's for sure.
I'm glad that you're back, and I'm glad that you're with us today. By the way, can you hold that up? We have look at that 9Round masks. He's got his very own 9-round mask.
Buddy, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, so we have everything,
nice.
everything branded. Everything in our gym is obviously we've pivoted towards this new social distancing protocols at our club, and we clean round by round, and that's what we got to do. We got to show to the community that we're safe, but we also we got to brand everything so people who know who we are in the community.
Smart. I like it. I think it looks really cool. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you guys do, because fitness is, especially, and I hear it called self-care more and more. As we come through the pandemic, everybody's talking about having gotten the quarantine 15. I lost hair. Raj. But
I lost some facial hair.
No, you know what? I am glad to see you clean things up, because it was getting there. I digress. But having said that, coming out of the pandemic, this is a good opportunity for people to kind of refocus what they're doing. And then what you do is a really unique form of fitness. So let's talk about 9-round. What do you do?
9-round fitness, 30-minute kickboxing class. It's more of a circuit. 30-minute kickboxing circuit, 3 minutes per round. It's fully kickboxing, but you get a trainer included, and one of our biggest things before this pandemic was no class time. So you could show up and you can do your 30-minute workout without booking in a class. Now,
how does that happen? How do you do that?
Well, because it's a circuit, we have 3 personal trainers on the floor while we're open at all times.
Yeah.
So when the member does show up and wants to work out, they just get their stuff on, their equipment ready, and they hop on to round 1, and we get them through with a trainer. It's amazing what the concept does, because people don't have to book a time. And I find that that's why I almost opened this business, is because of that concept alone. Was show up anytime, workout, 30-minute workout. It's not too long. It's for the people that, they want to get guidance from a trainer, but they also want a quick workout, get in and out. So that's it. That's what we do here.
What are some of the effects that a workout like this can have that you might not get from another workout? Like, to me, it just seems more entertaining.
Oh, it's a lot more fun. Every single day at our gym, the workout is different. You're doing something different. We're teaching you different techniques, footwork, punching techniques. You're hitting a bag. You're hitting a speed bag. You're hitting a double-ended bag. There's all different types of activities. It's a 30-minute nonstop workout. So after the 2 minutes and 30 seconds, there's a 30-second break, but it's an active break. So we'll call out push-ups, and everybody in the gym at the same time will do push-ups together, and then everybody will kind of move to the next round. So it's exciting, it's fun, it's a HIIT workout, it's fully cardio, and if you do come 3 times a week, you will see guaranteed results. Even if you come 2 times a week, you'll see guaranteed results with us.
It's amazing when you're entertained by the cardio you're doing, Roger, how much more of it you'll do. And if you're engaged in the workout and it's a circuit, that's another thing. Let's talk about that. A circuit workout is different than any other kind of workout because it takes you through steps.
Exactly. It takes you through different steps, different rounds. So the thing I like about us being a circuit is that we're called 9-round. So there's 9 different rounds at our gym, 3 minutes per round. But what I like about that circuit and why it's so good right now with COVID-19 being around is that every single round is separated by 8 feet already. So we were built for this. We were built for this, yeah. So we're getting back in there. Obviously a lot of people in the fitness industry were worried, but we were kind of already separated, so we didn't have to go into the gym and do much. It was already there. It was already built like that. So
that's huge.
Yeah,
that's absolutely huge that you actually came into this with social distancing built in. Okay, so that's a big selling point.
That's huge.
Nothing had to change in that regard. These guys already do it this way. And it's because it works best that way.
Exactly.
And that's really cool.
Yeah, that was the cool part about it. So, a lot of people have transitioned since we've opened from their bigger box gyms over to us just because we're already set up for it. That's what we do. It's nothing that we have had to change. We didn't have to throw more protocols in there. We didn't have to get extra equipment. It's already there. We're set up. We're ready to go.
Mark, I got a buddy who's paying, I think, $445 a month for his gym. What's it cost to do for a 9Round membership?
$445. I think that would get you about 4 months at my gym. But
Wow.
and that's personal training unlimited.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we're about right now we're having a special $128 a month on a 12-month term, unlimited personal training. Best price around. I would say the best price in Toronto. If you're talking about what you get for personal trainer, for unlimited workouts, for a different workout every single day, for dollar value, I think we are the number one gym in Toronto, if you ask me.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love the fact that you don't have class times, because I could see, for the example, a busy mom to scoot out of the house for a half-hour workout is actually doable, and not to be able to be under the gun to make a certain time.
Exactly.
I think dads can handle the kids for half hour, 45 minutes, I would hope.
I hope so,
Mom
Roger. You
jumps
tell
out
us.
and runs to the local 9Round.
You tell us, Roger.
Never mind. What about maybe you'd be able to handle them better if you remember yourself at 9Round. Just having had teenagers myself, I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Well, this is really cool. So let's see what we got. Okay, already you're built for the pandemic reaction, which is social distancing. It was already built on the basis of that.
That's right.
It's unlimited, so you can come in and kind of go at your pace and ramp up what you're doing with your body, I guess, over time. You don't need an appointment to be there, and you're the best deal money-wise, certainly in the area.
Absolutely. I mean, those points right there sell itself. But I mean, if you want to throw anything else in there, we're a brand new facility. We just opened in November, so it's as new as it gets in there. We clean the facility absolutely every minute of every day. So we have someone in there cleaning every round by round. So every time you get to your station, it has been fully sanitized. The trainers that you're getting are all ProFit, CamFit professionals.
Mm-hmm.
They all have kickboxing, Muay Thai experience. So you're getting in there with professionals. You're getting in there. You're learning new footwork. You're learning how to box, but you're also having fun. It's only 30 minutes, and like I said, it's an awesome facility. You guys got to come see it. It's red, black. It's when you walk in there, Raj, how does it look when you step in?
It looks like you're in an alleyway. Like you're about to get into a street fight.
Yeah, there's brick on the wall. It's a really, really cool underground boxing type of experience when you're in there. So
Okay, let me ask you. Let's find out a little bit about your past then. What brings you to doing this?
Well, my past takes me to a lot of places, but most importantly, athletics my whole life, sports, and I did boxing. I did boxing back in Mississauga at a boxing gym called Huff Sports, Huff Boxing. That was on South Service Road, and I did that for 2 years. So I loved the boxercising type of fitness. I think it's the best type of exercise. If you want to lose weight and stay fit, it's not for your average bodybuilder or anything like that. But if you want to stay healthy and stay fit, I think boxercising is one of the healthiest things that you can do for your body. I mean, so I came from playing sports, boxing. I'm actually a mortgage agent with Mortgage Center. So I was sitting at a desk all day long, and one day I just kind of snapped and I said, I can't sit in the desk anymore. I got to be active. Yeah. So I looked up 9Round in Vaughan. I found it, and I went and did one exercise there. I went around one time, and I told the gentleman, the trainer working, that I'm going to open one of these in Etobicoke. And 4 months later, I was registered with 9Round official, and we flew over to South Carolina. We got the license. We came back, and we found a spot right here in Lakeshore. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, cool story.
Nice. Yeah,
that is a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought it back to your roots.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah, it's amazing that you were like, okay, I'm going to go back to where I came from to do this.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Etobicoke, Kipling and Rathburn area, and I moved to Woodbridge after I got married with my wife, and I've been dying to get back to Etobicoke. So I said, why not bring it back to somewhere where I know everybody around here. I know everyone from South Etobicoke to North Etobicoke. So I brought it back to Lakeshore, and we're kicking butt.
Listen, man, it is so good to hear that you're back at it, that your model works great, and that you have this positivity carrying you guys through. I think that's inspiring to everybody. So I wish you continued success.
Thank you so much.
Get in the ring with 9Round. Where can people find out more?
You can find out more at our website at 9round.ca. You can Google us at 9round underscore, on Instagram at 9round underscore Etobicoke, as well as Facebook. And just go to our website and you can find out all the information. We're actually having a 2-week special promotion right now for the summertime. $69.99, that comes with free gloves and wraps. So that's $70 worth of equipment that you get for free. It's a trial. It's 2 weeks. It's an amazing deal. Nobody else is doing it.
That's
$70 bucks for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's great.
And that comes with all the equipment for free.
And in 2 weeks, you're going to know whether or not you like it or not.
That's right. That's why we know once we get people in our door, they're going to love it. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Well, this is awesome. 9Round now on Lakeshore, back up and running, and we'll encourage you to go in and say hi to Mark. Tell him that we sent you. Before we wrap up, Mr. Raj, do you mind if I ask you this? A couple of stories or items that you think we should highlight from this month's edition.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Well, we did we did a little feature there on Mike Muzzin. He owns a iTex Barter Canada.
Yep.
And
I'm a member of that, actually.
As am I, and he's a really good guy to work with, and I know he does a couple of shows with you. He's a local guy, and just the concept of barter, I would encourage everybody to look into it if you're a business. There's a lot of value there, and I think certainly in an economy that's sort of been changed and affected by this pandemic, barter is an interesting way to buy and to sell.
It's a great way to get new clients. You know what I find is it's a business networking tool as well. And I think that he kind of covers off in that article nicely on that as well.
Yeah, and he's just a really nice guy to deal with. Like, he's kind of one of these salt of the earth types of fellows. Yeah. And he's certainly a pleasure to work with. Melanie DeCuna, Dr. DeCuna, naturopathic doctor, founder of One Health Services in Long Branch. She wrote an article about coping with anxiety through the pandemic. And so she talks a lot about mental health. In fact, we had her on the show just recently. And I think that's something that we should keep in the forefront, is just generally, you talk about self-care, like people's mental health, I think, is something that we need to address at the best of times. And it's, I think, something that is worth.
Well, it is called mental health for a reason, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I know when we were talking about it on the podcast, you mentioned, it's not something you think about all the time, right? You break your arm, it's visible, it's in a cast, but if you're depressed or anxious, no one can see it. So she wrote a nice piece about coping with anxiety through the pandemic. So that's something that I would recommend people take a look at. And we have a new editorial contributor as well. She's heading up the family life section. Her name's Kelly Farrell. She's the director at Oak Learners, which is a private day school in Mimico.
Yeah, we actually had her on this podcast. She's quite incredible.
Yeah, and I think there's a really interesting opportunity for her right now. So she talks about enriching the at-home learning experience. And as we go back to school, whatever that really means come September, it's an article I'd recommend you read as well, because I think a lot of parents, ourselves included, aren't sure what we're going to do with our school-age children come September, whether or not we're going to send them to school or keep them home.
I'll tell you one thing I can guarantee you for sure about you and I in school in September: we will get detentions. But we will be back here next week. Where can people find out more about Etobicoke Lakeshore Podcast?
I'd recommend you check out our website, etobicokelakeshorepress.com, or follow us on Instagram at Etobicoke Lakeshore Press.
You're the best. Thanks, buddy. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks, Mike.